What's going on, guys? Dan Kelly here from Liquidation Pros, and I thought I'd bring you along today a little bit different video. Today for me is a Thursday. It is a restock day at the flea market. So Thursdays and Fridays vendors can get in and they can fill up their booths and reorganize. So we have the opportunity to do that from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. But today they're doing their first ever auction in the evening for open to the public. So this place has never held an auction before, but a guy who does hold auctions approached the owners and they worked out a deal to where he's going to start doing auctions there once a month. So that starts at 6 p.m. So I want to go to that as well. So it's afternoon now. It's about 1 o'clock. My thought is to try to get down to flea market around like 3 or 4, work on my booth, and I'm hoping they'll let me stay in the meantime between 4 p.m. when we're normally supposed to leave to 6 p.m. when the auction starts. If they can, I'll be able to get everything organized. But let me just show you. So basically in my rental that I have here, this house, so this is pretty much all flea market stuff. You know, there's curling irons and expired medicine, some kind of cleaning things, some old kids toys, just so much stuff, little tiny scissors that I got at Liquidation, a lot of cheap stuff, a lot of dollar items. And then it's nice because I'm able to park right here, so walk out, fill it up. So anyhow, the game plan right now, going to go ahead and load up a bunch of stuff and take you guys down to the flea market, show you what the booth's looking like. I've been down there now for 2 weekends. Last weekend was a holiday weekend. I didn't do as good as the first opening weekend. On Saturday, I did really good. Sunday was pretty much dead, but I did sell that wholesale shoe lot that I talked about in the other flea market video that I posted. So anyhow, that was good. That was a $400 deal on top of all the other sales I had. But when you see what's left there, it's pretty much empty. So I have a lot of stuff to grab here. And then I do have some stuff at the warehouse to grab, but that will probably be, I'll probably get that tomorrow and just leave it on my truck and bring it in on Saturday when the flea market opens for business. So stay tuned. I will start loading some stuff up, show you what I'm grabbing, and take you down to the flea market, and we'll check out this auction later on in the video. Maybe we can find some good deals to resell, maybe some personal items to keep, mainly maybe some stuff for my flea market booth. So I got a couple $100 cash in my pocket, so we'll see if we can find something later tonight and something we can make some money on. So stay tuned. All right, guys, I am putting on the last few boxes now. I have a ton more I can put on, but I also have to keep in mind when I'm doing this is that I only have so much room in my booth. So what I can put out on my tables, what I can hang up, and then what I can store underneath my tables is overstock. So these are the last boxes I have to put on. And basically all I'm doing is sticking them on the corner of the truck there. And then I just walk up this board and restack them onto the truck. So pretty easy. It's much nicer at the flea market with the loading dock, but that works for now. And as you can see, I still pretty much have all this is mixed flea market stuff, clothing. It's definitely another full truckload here. And that doesn't even count anything that's on the shelves for the most part, except for that. All these shelves here around the side, which you can't see because it's blocked in, I'd say it's another half a truckload, is all like bins of mixed flea market stuff that I can't even get to. So basically my goal is to clear out the one front room as much as I can so I can start moving other items out of the way to get to the other shelves and then get everything off of those shelves. And I'm hoping this will be the last year I have to actually do the flea market, and because now with some of my new connections, I'm buying higher end stuff that is better just to sell online or marketplace or locally as individual items as opposed to in bulk. So sorry, it's really bright out here. I prefer, after being in that dark house and coming out to, it's like a beautiful day, but coming outside, it's like blinding to me. That's about it here. I'm gonna throw these last few boxes on, make sure everything's good to go, and then hit the road down to the flea market. We'll pick up there. I'll show you the booth, what it looks like when I get there, and then where we're gonna put all this stuff. And the other one thing I wanted to say is, so I have some inventory there, and what I like to do is I like to bring enough inventory to kind of not only fill in, but I'm thinking about value of stuff. Like I don't want to bring all $1 items. I want to also mix in $5 items, $10 items, because my goal is to do $1,000 a weekend. Well, that's really hard to do if you're selling all dollar items. If you can mix in some other high dollar items with it, you'll do a lot better. So like these are king size blankets. These are $10 each. And then in here is a 4-pack, which you'll see later, a 4-pack of like Christmas themed, like the buffalo plaid throws that are $5 a piece, but there's 4 of them. So that's like, you know, $5 items and $10 items. So you want to make sure my mix is normally 1, 3, 5, and 10 is how I do it. I do normally $5 and $3 clothing. And then my winter jackets will be anywhere from $10 to $20. So the most expensive thing I have down there is winter coats, which I have one priced at 30, but I'll end up selling for 20 if someone offers me that. All right, let's get to it. I'm a little bit out of breath here, but I wanted to jump on and give you guys an update. And I'm gonna keep moving so I can get down to the flea market. All right, so here's where we left off. The dollar bin pretty much wiped out. I'm gonna pull all these Dynex electronics and put a new fresh batch in, because this has been picked over now twice. And then I'm gonna restock my $3 bin. And these I'm doing 5 for 10 as well. So I got a bunch down here to restock. And I'm getting ready to convert this whole section, this whole bin right here in that area, all in clothing, and then any other large items I bring will go on the shelves. So that's what I'm up to. Let's start bringing some stuff in, and I'll show you what we're looking like. I did go up, the auction is on. It looks like just a lot of, you know, just like miscellaneous new type goods, toys, and so nothing too crazy, but it will be fun. I'm gonna be down here anyway, so check it out. It's 3 o'clock now. It starts at 6, and the preview of the auctions is at 5. So the way I look at it, I'll just take my time, set my shop up for the weekend, and make an evening out of it. So should be fun. Stay tuned. All right, here on top of my pickup, I got about 6 more boxes to take in. Just got some really good news though. Not only am I going to be a beat to hang around until the auction starts and preview the stuff, which it's now 3:30. I'm almost done unloading, but I still need to put all the clothing and stuff and set that all up. But my neighbor Brian is actually, he's the guy that does the short dated food and pantry type items. So he is calling the auction, and he's like, we don't have any extra space, but I know the type of stuff you have. If you want to put like 3 or 4 good items in the auction, you can add it onto my table. So I have a couple big king size blankets that came from Target. They're the Hearth and Home brand, so those should do pretty good. And then I have some Cuba handbags that I got from Costco a while back. I'm gonna put a few of those in there. I think there was maybe one other thing I was gonna throw in. So hopefully I can actually make a few bucks today, on top of possibly buying some stuff that I can flip and resell for some more profit down the road. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted as far as later on when the auction's going, what I'm buying and actually how much my stuff actually sells for. So he said they're expecting a pretty good sized crowd, and that right now they had about 9 different vendors, and he's not even sure how long it's gonna take, because it's like so much individual items. And I'll give you guys a preview in a little bit. Let me go finish working before we do that though. All right, change of plans. They're kicking me out. It's 5 o'clock, so I have to go up front to the auction area. But here's how it's looking. A lot more to do. People are starting to show up to the auction. I just grabbed some dinner. Cheesesteak sub. So do a quick little walk by and show you guys some of the stuff. Nothing too impressive, but we'll see.
Chicken and rice meal. All you need is a chicken. I got $1.25, $1.25, bit a quarter, got $1.25, bit a quarter. So all up front, dollar bills. What's the number? 58 takes 4. Somebody give me $2 for 5 boxes. Can't buy anywhere for that. $2. Somebody give me $1.50. I got $1.50, now 75. I got $1.50. How about 75? Now 2. Now 2. I got $1.75 in the back. How about 2? How about 2? I got $1. I got 2 now.
All right, guys, so obviously lighting's not great. It's dark outside. It had taken about a half an hour for them to go through like half a table of like pantry items, like snacks and stuff. I don't know how long this auction is gonna last, but it's gonna be a while. So I'm not gonna stick around to see how much my stuff sells for. There was a few things I had my eye on, but it's just not worth the time for me to stick around and try to bid on something that's worth maybe 40 or 50 bucks. I have tons of stuff to go through at home, so you know, me just sitting around and waiting to try to make $20 or $30 is really costing me money. So it was fun though. I'm glad to be down here. I actually just made a post on the locals page, all the like Facebook Marketplace locals groups, to try to drive more people here. As you can see in the video, it's a decent crowd, but it's not packed. So maybe they can get some more people to show up from that. So anyhow, I will update in this video before I close it out on how much I made off of the few things I added. I didn't really get to show that because that was on the other side of the auction from where I was sitting. I didn't really want to walk over there with the camera. But basically it was, I had 8 like buffalo plaid throw blankets. I had 3 quilts. I had 2 neck massagers and a couple Cuba handbags. They're from like Costco, so nothing too crazy. If I get $100, I'd be surprised and happy with that. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be like 50 to 80 bucks worth of stuff. So we'll see. I'll update you guys later on and close out the video then. So I'll catch you then. All right, good morning, good morning. You see the blue tarps, that indicates we're back at the flea market. It's actually Sunday. I didn't film it all yesterday. Yesterday evening I did get my my list of what sold, how much it sold for, and how much money I made from the auction on Thursday night. So I will give you guys an update of that later today. I just wanted to show you. So basically this bin here, I turned into a clothing bin. It was all dug through like crazy yesterday. This stuff was all pretty much folded up and laying nicely, but you know, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, name brand clothing, I'm selling for $5 a piece or 3 for $12. And right now I'm gonna try to reorganize a little bit because I did have, this side was men's and then that was women's. I had smaller sizes and bigger sizes, but it just gets completely torn apart. But then here I have a whole nother box of women's and then a whole nother box of men's beneath that. And as I'm going through it, if I find any like jackets or anything like this one, I had about 4 up, something that might be, I get 10 bucks for, I put those up. So I had a couple Adidas jackets and a Nike jacket. So I put those up separately and they sold as well. Now for the clothing, I buy that in quantity from a company that's what they do. They sell secondhand clothes. And in bulk, I can get that as cheap as like $3.25 a piece. So right now, I'm really just making a little bit of money on this clothing. If you were to sell it online, you'd make a lot more. I just don't have the time or the staff to sell the clothing anymore. I'm just moving on to the Amazon high-end liquidation right now because that's what's doing well. I converted this to these like rocket fish cables. So people have been rummaging through that pretty well. Still have a bunch of hair accessories. And my dollar bin is really thin, so I need to get some more dollar items out. And then I'm gonna restock also my my $3 bin. So that's pretty much it. This is what it looks like. It's built in pretty nicely. Sales were, it was a slow day yesterday. It was a really nice day out, so everybody was like set up outside. But I still had met above what my quota would be for a single day. So as I said before in previous videos, I try to make $1,000 a weekend. Yesterday I did $770. So not bad. It should be easily able to do $230 today for my total sales to be 1,000 or more. And then I'll let you guys know as well with what I did at the auction. But I don't know how much I'll probably film. I think if I get a few customers coming in, I may try to set you guys up, just do like a screen grab of what's going on, a little time lapse. But outside of that, this video is already getting pretty long, so probably wrap it up and give you guys an update on the auction later. So, all right, wish me luck. All right, guys, so it's actually been a week, and I do have an update for you guys, a couple things. One is, I don't know if you noticed in that last video, but I was not feeling 100%. That was Sunday at the flea market. I didn't do any more filming, kind of just sat there and kept my distance and handled customers the best I could. Everyone there pretty much wears masks, but threw a mask on, finished the day out, and I got lunch there, and I right away had a feeling that possibly I was getting COVID because I couldn't quite smell as good as I normally would inside the place. Like normally I have like an incense thing, like a oil diffuser going just to kind of freshen the air up in my booth area, and couldn't smell that. there's a pet shop behind me. I couldn't smell any of the scents from like the odor from the pets. It's not the best smelling place. But went and got lunch. I got a chicken, bacon, Cuban sandwich and couldn't barely even taste it. So I was like, shoot, I got COVID. So shut down shop, left there, closed up early, and pretty much for the past little more than a week, just been quarantining. I had some early symptoms prior to that. The Friday before, I started feeling not the best. Overall, it wasn't too bad. Got through it all. Really, that Sunday night was the worst night. And then after that, I gradually got better each day. So it's been about a week. I wanted to cap this video off. I'm on to some other stuff. I got more Amazon, high-end Amazon returns coming in. Really good looking stuff. That's a lot of stuff we've been posting, has been selling. But I never did update you guys on the total for the auction. So I dropped off, I think it was about 10 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 items total. And it was some of those Disney Frozen toys, some blankets. And this, like I said, this was the first auction they ever did. So as you can tell, it's not computerized yet. It's all paper processed. But I sold everything for $171. There's a 20% commission, $34. And the grand total was $136.80 is what I got. So what I figured is they pretty much got what I wanted, what I would have been asking, my asking price. But as you know, with flea markets, you negotiate. The more people buy, the better deal I give them. So really at the end of the day, if I taken the fact that I don't have, if I was just to do auction type sales and not have the booth set up, for those like newer items, it's definitely a good possibility. I'm very happy with what I got for the items. I don't feel like I gave them away. I felt like I made profit off of them. And it would have ended up being about the same as if I was selling them individually in my booth. So pretty happy with that, to sell a bunch of stuff at bulk, get an extra $136 on top of what was overall a good weekend. Unfortunately, having to close early Sunday didn't help, but I still met my sales goal for making over $1,000 a weekend at the flea market. So now that puts me, I guess that's 5 weeks now. It's already been that I've been doing that. Was that the 5th? No, sorry, 4 weeks. 4 weeks in a row. Over $1,000. So far so good. I'm gonna get back to work. I wanted to end this video, but like I said, I'm going through these Amazon returns here. Lots of boxes of good stuff. Here's something I just priced out. This is a $300 microphone set. It's been slightly used, so we're going to do $199. So it's a $200 item. These are like $40 suspension parts. 4 boxes of those. This is like a truck seat cover. That's $100. So this is a transmission adapter. I think we got that priced at like I'm sorry, that's $50 plus shipping. And exhaust, I think that's around $50. So really good stuff. Over here, got more stuff priced out. Just a lot of smaller items. There's some pretty cool Everlast boxing gloves. They're $129.95. They're the Pro Edition. These are racing straps for like a race car. $200 there. So there's a Penn fishing reel. I think that one's around $50. Just so much stuff. Each one of these goes for like 10 a piece, but we'll do 2 packs. So just so much good stuff. Obviously with the good, there's some bad. These filters aren't really worth a whole lot. I have tons of these. We will eventually, once I'm done going through the boxes, sort these out and pick out the ones that are worth selling, because some do go for like $20+, but most of them are like 10 bucks a piece. Not that great. And then you know, boxes of cheaper stuff like a little workout pool float, a Yankees dog shirt, and then just some items there. It's a pretty good item. Like this is a knee board for like when you're working on your knees a lot. If you're doing tile work or working on your car, you know, something like that goes for $20, but it's so big and bulky, it's not really worth selling online. So this stuff here is like flea market / liquidation. It's just the cheaper stuff. So with the good comes the bad, and this is all the kind of stuff that's like $20 or less, just not really worth selling. And then a few things that I still need to inspect over there. So that's what I'm up to. eBay stuff, eBay's been going good. All this is like larger items. Check this out. These are all airsoft guns. I have 4 of the same one, this Colt M4. I've already sold 2 of those for like $100 a piece. Actually shipping one out today. This here is a Bluetooth helmet These go anywhere from like $300 to $700 depending on the model. The Momentum model I'm getting like $500 for. Like a soft. This is all stuff I need to go through and inspect, but it's definitely worth taking the time to look through. So things are good. Back to being healthy again. I'd say 99%. I'm back in business, but for now, I'm just going to keep on focusing on reselling. So drop your comments down below. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.